Hi, my name's Jacob, and welcome to my channel. I'm using this channel primarily to document my experience gardening, and also to share with you what I know and what I learn along the way. In today's episode, I'll talk about the basics of my garden, why I decided to start this vlog, and how I went about planning my garden. Let's start with the basics. First off, I'd like to thank my wife's grandpa Roger for letting me use a portion of his backyard for the garden space. The space I'll be growing in is approximately 15 by 15 feet, but not all of that is going to be used for bed space. The garden is located in Olathe, Kansas, which puts me in agricultural zone 6A. It's mid-March, and I've got about 3.5 weeks until the date of last frost. Now, I'd like to talk about why I started this blog. I started this blog for 3 main reasons. First, to achieve a healthier lifestyle by growing healthy and organic food. Research has shown that organic foods have a much higher nutritional value than conventional food. The reason is because in the absence of pesticides and fertilizers, plants boost their production of the phytochemicals, which are vitamins and antioxidants that strengthen their resistance to bugs and weeds. In addition to eating better, I am also doing this for personal fulfillment. I've always been interested in agriculture, so a garden is a natural extension of that passion. I've also always loved being outside, and a garden gives me a great reason to stay outdoors. Lastly, gardening is great for the environment. Every year, millions of gallons of fuel are wasted driving to and from the grocery store, as well as transporting food thousands of miles across the country and across the world. What better way to eliminate that need for fossil fuels than putting your food right in your backyard? Additionally, conventional agricultural methods can harm the environment due to their heavy use of pesticides, herbicides, tilling, and heavy machinery. Now, let's move on to the planning phase. Research is an important part of any project, and I highly recommend you get to your local library and check out any books on gardening they have available. However, if I was to recommend just one book to get you started quickly, I highly recommend Square Foot Gardening by Mel Bartholomew. I have the second edition of this book, but it has been a great tool in planning my garden this year. When you go about planning your garden, you'll need to follow these 4 steps. You'll need to pick a site, gather materials, decide what will be in your garden, and plan a planting schedule. I chose this site because it's relatively flat, has good soil conditions, has good light conditions, and is protected on 3 sides from the wind. It also slopes away from the house, which means I'll have great drainage. For this project, all I needed was soil amendments, lumber for building garden beds and trellises, and seeds. For ideas about what should go in the garden, I decided to ask around.
Onions.
Not bell peppers, I mean real peppers. Jalapenos, serranos, habaneros.
Sweet corn.
Eggplants?
This one.
To plan the garden, I used the garden planner on growveg.com in square foot gardening mode. I highly recommend this tool because it's easy to use and automatically created a planting schedule. Well, that completes today's episode. Thanks for watching, and remember, every garden makes a difference.